Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Tarot. So today we're doing a 15-minute reading with the essential oils deck. So gonna get started by cleansing this space and energy. So you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to project what? To protect. There we go. Your eardrums. Okay. Okay. So we have basil with restoring mind, body, and spirit. And then we have cloves with restoring strength and immunity. So far, these are just regular things you can cook with. And you can eat. Because tell you like on the bottom. Like the things that you can eat and the ones that you can't eat. What are just spices? Yeah, and then we have cinderwood. You can't eat cinderwood, but you have spices. But we have unifying the body, mind, and spirit. And then we have lavender with smooth and not smooth, soothing and support. And then we have caramel. There we go. My man. My bad. Words today. What promotes calmness and peace. First it was protection, said projection. I don't know what's going on. But then these two came out together. Alright, so we have ginger and marjoram. I don't know how to say that. We're smoothing and stimulating, and then smoothing and smooths and comfort. Okay, because what I was gonna do, like the mind, body, and spirit, that goes there. Now the soothings could all go together. So it's basically kind of sort of like that. Well, maybe. You feel better. Yeah, so like like I said earlier, like some of them you can just simply eat, like cloves, ginger. Ginger is good for your stomach, help with digestion and stuff like that. And lavender is good for like calming your nerves. It's like for the like soothing and support, but it also like helps like with the nervous system, like if you're like having anxiety and stuff like that, it's best to calm it down. So a lot of people will like use lavender to go to sleep and stuff like that. Like, or normally when you're in your bed, that's when like everything, like the whole day pretty much weighs on you. You start thinking about it. Like some people will spray lavender in their room to like, de-stress kind of in a way. But basil, right? Okay, so basil. Right? It says basil is a powerful refresher for the mind, body, and spirit, especially when we are feeling. My sinuses are acting up. I apologize. I keep sniffling. When we are feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, strengthening and stimulating, which we had here. With the abilities to ease physical, emotional, and mental fatigue, basil essential oil can help you when you are experiencing a wide range of symptoms due to stress or energy depletion. Basil can also be okay. It was talking about like how basil could be seen as an aphrodisiac, you know, but the rest of it, when it like lists like the things that it's used for, that's not really on here. So I doubt that's the reason why they use the basil. But we have like for anxiety to boost confidence and banish like negative thoughts and feelings, and depression, banishing fears, anger, fatigue, feelings as being like tense to stuff like that. Like I said, with the that's how it ties to the lavender as well. And then with boosting the immune system, it's all about like it helps with funny enough, I was saying my sinuses. It helps with your sinuses and like respiratory, more so like your respiratory system. Okay, and close with the restoring strength and immunity. Alright. Well, over here is doing more so like sinuses and stuff like that, but where if overall it was more so dealing with like your physical and emotional and mental. Right. Clove, on the other hand, addresses the feelings that's more so dominating, like defeat, victim, like if you like being like victimizing yourself, and it helps people feel protected and courageous. It's the oil. It is the oil also believed to stir people's spirit to action and pull of solid terror. Okay. I'm gonna have to summarize this. Hold on, real fast. Okay. So, clove address the feelings that are more so dominating in your life. So, like if you're feeling angry all the time and feel defeated and be like, "Oh, woe is me," cloves will address those feelings because there's no real actual reasons for you to have it there. And then cloves will help, like pretty much, like cause you to want to take actions on the things that you actually can change. Because with the whole victimization, you're feeling like you can't change certain things, and you actually can. Not everything is out of your control. Certain things are in your control, and you're refusing to see that it's in your control, more or less, because you don't accept the responsibility of it. And also it removes fears and negative thoughts and apathy. Right? And it's whoa. Also, it is used for, like, if you rub it on your skin or your body, it could be good for arthritis and joint pain. Back to the basil, where we're saying like the mental support. This helps with your brain a little bit. With the building immunity, like colds and flus, being fatigued, and give you emotional boost and stuff like that. It helps with like fighting all of that, and plus like infections as well. But the strength that is more so talking about in this aspect is like paying attention to your feelings and not neglecting them and overlooking them, or ignoring them, or like, you know, the whole like victimhood, and like, because it also talks like the apathy, which is like the lack of empathy. So you don't, which empathy is more so not, it's seeing like the other person point of view and more so like sympathizing with them, rather like putting yourself in that person's shoes, more or less, and like understanding why they're coming, like where they're coming from, why they might be hurt, how, and it's just kind of stuff. Where with the lack of that is more so like, since you're hurting, you want everybody else to hurt too, and it's like, yeah, no. And then, like I said, with the whole victimization, you might be the reason. You might hurt yourself, and then we're trying to be blaming others and want somebody else to fix it, and it's like it's not their responsibility to fix it. But ginger, with smoothing and stimulating, ginger is ideal for people who has plans and intentions but lack the drive and the optimism to take actions on it, like with the clove is trying to get you to do. Right? It helps. Yeah, it helps alleviate apathy, like I was just talking about, and the procrastination. So you could take action on the things that actually motivate you and strengthen not only your your confidence, but like also like your mind and learning new things and applying yourself. It is also used for arthritis, back pains, colds. So like it helps with your immune system as well. Like I said, it's good for your stomach, your digestive system. Um, but I have heard like using ginger for arthritis is a good thing. And then lavender with soothing and supports. Lavender is an essential oil that can help elevate the sadness that sometimes blanket ourselves. And in Chinese medicine, lavender affects the heart and the body, which soothes and supports the body's energy. Lavender essential oil helps us maintain the balance of our emotions and ease nervous tension and panic, like I was saying earlier. It just helps to release any like mental and emotional like trauma under patterns that's pretty much dominating our lives and mind. But it is also good for anxiety, arthritis, allergies, fatigue. Some of y'all are very tired. You need to take a nap. You're very tired and you're anxious. Also stressed out. But like you might need to take a nap. Or well, I want to say like take a nap. Wake up fully rested. Okay? Then like figure out how the fuck you're gonna get out the situation that you're in. Because you can get out of it. You try to make it seem like you can, but you actually can't. You don't have to stay there if you really don't want to stay there. And then with marjoram, this essential oil is a great choice for people who are prone to worry and to stress. You see you can combine all three of them bitches. Cause anxiety is there. Woo. To address the feelings of like feeling like no one cares. Again, with that whole apathy, like you feel like no one cares. So like if you're hurting, then everyone should hurt. When that's not the case. Like some people might feel like know that you're hurting and care, but like I say with the whole victimization, you're not really in a space right now to see and accept help and realize that people are actually helping you, because it might the help that you want it to go with what the things that you want to do, but the things that you want to do is not in alignment and not in your purpose, which is what the clothes kind of sort of like trying to get you to realize, right? So there's people that actually are trying to help you, but like if you want to go right, they're telling you to go left, and you just like, well, that's not help because I need to go right. And it's like, you don't need to go right, you need to go left, because if you go right, you're gonna end up at like in a dead end. So it's like you might as well like, and then you keep saying like I need to do, like you don't need to do it. You want to do it, but you don't need to do it. Yeah, and it also helps with cleaning. Yeah, so it's like this, the whole victimization, like that's the whole problem. Like you think that somebody is causing you to be stuck or like slowing you down, but the person that's actually slowing you down is more or less you in a way. And then the pop in my head was sleepy time tea, but it is believed to help release anger and stress and shock or and like a whole bunch of tension that you may have in your body. It helps soothe the feeling of frustration and like helps you feel purposeful. So like I was saying earlier, where you don't need to go left or right. You're choosing to, and that's how you're just at this brick wall, at this dead end. And it's a dead end for a reason. Like, you can't go past it. There's nothing, you can't go through it. It's a dead end. So it's like, rather than turning around to getting back on the road where you need to be on, you're just saying here like, well, I need to be here and go here. It's like, that's not necessarily the case, nor is it true. Oh yeah, I could be anxious and depressed, but either way, anxiety and depression is run by the same neurotransmitter. So just have to find a balance in between it. So lavender comes back. Alright, because we have depression. It's good for depression, also stress and insomnia, and like shock. So like, he probably was heartbroken, betrayed, backstabbed, didn't really see it coming. Well, even if the signs was in your face, probably overlooked the signs. Okay, so you didn't really see it coming, you know? So it was a shock to you. But rather than like moving past it, you're letting this be like the end all be all and being the determining factor in your life. And it's more so dominating your life and turning you into a whole different person. Like, I want to say that, like, I'm just going to continue because I can't really find a word to say it. But then, sandalwood is believed to help connect with the heaven and the earth and encourage state of higher consciousness. Sandalwood essential oil has a deep relaxing qualities that can help soothe the mind and induce a meditational state. And unifies the mind, body, and spirit. Right? So again, it helps with anxiety, insomnia. If you have dry skin, because eczema came up a couple of times, oh, now the sex drive is popping up. So it's either it's overactive or it's way too low. But either way, with depression, that makes sense. And stress. So, okay. Some of y'all could be using sex as a way to, don't say to get love, but try to attract love, and that's not working out. And then that just push you into like a further, like, deeper depression. Or now if you're overthinking, you start thinking like, oh, like, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not, and it's like, no, that's not necessarily the case. You're doing that, which is why, like, your mind is racing, so it is causing you not to enjoy the moment as much as you could enjoy the moment if you weren't so much in your head, kind of thing. And like, a lot of them are plants. So it's more so like I said, it's more so tailored to you and talking about like nurturing you and trying to get you out of this victim mindset that you seem to be in. Because there's a problem or something that's actually in your control. Like I said, you're trying to make it seem like it's not. Then we have the Page of Wands with the Preventing God, with confines the wicked and slanders and safe from enemies. And we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Adored God, with divine blessings, driving away evil spirit. We had that earlier. Then we have ruling agricultural production. And then we have the Nine of Swords with the Confining God, with purifications, which we did have earlier, with the cleansing. And protection from impureness and religious sentiments. Yeah, and we have that, like, combining the heavens and the earth. Yeah, it was one of them. I forgot which one. And then we have the Six of Cups, with God who stirs all men with motivation and lift those who are fallen and humiliated. Yeah, so like I was saying, like, you was hurt at some point in time. It surprised you. And rather than, like, healing from it, being able to move on, you're letting this, like, be the determining factor of, like, oh, well, I won't date no more. I won't trust nobody ever again. I won't do this. I won't do that. And it's like, because of this person and that. And it's like, you ever watch American Dad? Remember that, like, this episode where they explained to Francine that how she was enabling Roger's behavior? You allowed that person to hurt you. That's what I need you to understand. Like, there were signs, okay, that this person did not care for you or did not love you. But the whole, like, the Nine of Swords being here, there was and especially with the insomnia, that makes sense. You're not sleeping because it was nothing but stress, anxiety, confusion, back and forth, arguments, negativity all over the place, that you didn't know what the fuck was going on or what the fuck was happening, right? And you thought that was something very solid and stable. Now you're looking back, thinking back, reminiscing, and realizing, the Page of Wands, that was childish and wishful thinking. Like, that, like, it wasn't healthy at all. And you feel humiliated, and rather than learning from your mistakes and, like, you feel like this was a loss when it was more so a lesson. So rather than taking that loss and turning it into a lesson, you basically just taking, like, it as a loss and just calling it a day, when it really doesn't need to be that way. And yeah, we had motivating earlier with the essential oils. Yeah, because you just sitting there and, like, imagine you feel humiliated that the fact that they hurt you or that they played you or they betrayed you. Okay, cool, fine. But you're still, like, time has passed and you're still, like, in that time period, which is then PTSD, kind of, sort of, a little bit, somehow. But then you're choosing to stay in that time. Like, you don't have to be there, kind of thing. So you're choosing, with the Six of Cups, to relive that past and to stay in that environment, or to stay in that time period, or to stay there because you want somebody to feel bad for you, or you feel like nobody cared. When it, like I'm saying, like, somebody cared. They try to tell you, try to warn you, more or less didn't listen to it. And now, with the whole, like, purification, now things are getting cleaned out and, like, cleared out. You might be able to see a little bit clearly, like, hey, there was help always there. Like, I just wasn't taking the help. I wasn't receptive to the help that was being given to me. And is there anything else before I move on? Nope, that's it. And then we have the angel detoxification, again with the purification and the cleansing. Like, there's certain things in your life that you need to let go, and that victimization is one, and feeling that nobody cares, because that's legit not the case. You might not care, so as a result, you act and do certain things, and then people be like, oh, she did it because she didn't care. So because you don't care, they don't care. If you don't care about yourself, why should somebody else care about you? You know? You get it? Because you're basically showing people how to treat you. You don't give a fuck about yourself. So, as a result, nobody gonna give a fuck about you. Get it? Cool. And then we have the angel of release. Yeah. There's certain, like I said, there's certain things you need to let go and release and work on. So that's all that I have for you for this reading. If you like this reading, oh, my bad. Before I cut it off, Okay, with the depression and the anxiety, like I said, it's the same neurotransmitter, but another thing is depression is more so living in the past, okay? Anxiety is worried about the future. It was like, we just need to focus on the present, okay? What the fuck is in front of us right now? And that's like when you're having an anxiety attack and stuff like that, that's what they tell you, like, to pay attention to your surroundings. Like, find something in your surroundings to look at and to bring your attention to it. You can even describe it, like, I don't know, be like, oh, a book. What's on the, like, what did the book say? Like, what's the title of the book? Describe the book, kind of thing, to, like, come back to the breath, or, like, well, like, get your breathing back to, like, a steady, like, normal pace. But yeah. So depression, living in the past. We can't go back there. We don't have a time machine. Okay? And either way, if you change the past, that affects the present. So, and the future. So maybe we should just, the shit happened. Shit happens. It's okay. It's fine. Right? Sometimes people gets the best of us. But you have to learn. Like, there's a lesson in that. Maybe, like, pay more attention to the people that I associate with, or I'm around, or I communicate with. People that I see as friends, stuff like that. People that I partner with. People that I date. Like, people that I get my number. It's like, it's everything that you slowly become a little bit more aware of, like, your surroundings and people's intentions. And anxiety is just worrying about a future that haven't happened yet. So it's like, where the present is happening, like, in front of our eyes. That's what we mainly should be worried about or focused about. So yeah. Now, that's all that I have for you for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye!